Alright everybody, Baron here and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So we are going to be overviewing some of the craziest weapons that might be coming to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator soon. I really think I think it has a chance to be released in 2018. I really think it does. But what we're looking at right here is this is Catapult's firing a ton of bouncy balls. The bouncy balls are literally going everywhere, but this is kind of like, remember how I was like talking about all the different things that a catapult could launch, including just like a number of rocks? And then like Will was messing around with that idea, and then it's just like it may have been as simple as changing the physical properties to something bouncy, and now we have like 100 bouncy balls literally going everywhere, bouncing all over. But you could imagine those could be grenades. Those could be like sticky glue. Those could be snakes being catapulted out. They could be chickens. There could be chicken catapults. Oh my gosh. And if there's that really good weapon and unit editor, we could make stuff like this. Like, it's fun to see like Will experiment with all the different stuff. But like, it'd be cool if we could like imagine 10,000 people's imaginations going into this game and just coming up with the craziest units, the craziest weapons. Like, it'd be incredible. Right now, like, just in 2 seconds of watching this, it was like, oh yeah, chicken catapults for sure, snake catapults, grenades. Like, I mean, what would you add? What would you add, huh? I mean, and here's something. So what if each of the bouncy balls, every time they bounced, it exploded? Oh my god. Wow. So that takes bouncy balls and grenades and combines them. Look at this though. Look at it ripping through these men. It's just... So this is like 100 axemen, and this is the test map. This is the map that we need so that we can do proper weapon and unit tests, right? And then also, like, whenever we want a completely balanced level for like custom battle suggestions, which I hope you guys are thinking of some and put them in the comments right now for the next video coming next week. But man, so if you spawn an explosion every time a bouncy ball bounces, you get a lot of explosions, and it's just beautiful. It reminds me of like the flamethrower unit, and then, oh man, that's, here we go. And then here's an absolutely crazy idea. I don't know how this, I don't think I ever would have thought of this, but this is hilarious. Crazy idea. What if you put fans on shields? So they're literally just blowing the guys over, which is pretty awesome. It doesn't look like they're killing them, but like you could see that, like, what if they didn't like blow the enemy away, but instead were just like blades, right? Which is what I want to see on the sides of chariots, which is a classic weapon. It's not necessarily a crazy weapon, but these fan shields, or shield fans, which would it be? Fan shields or shield fans? Shield fans? Fan shield? I don't know. I would say that is definitely a pretty ridiculous weapon, which is tabs. That is tabs. That is what tabs is silly physics battles, not totally accurate battles. Now is where we're getting into some crazy stuff. Look at this. That is a minigun unit, a mounted minigun unit. Now, instead of firing like bullets, because I remember I was like, oh, I want to do like the Battle of the Last Samurai, or Fall of the Last Samurai, right, with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, Last Samurai, still blows my dang mind. But this is it's firing minigun. It's a minigun firing balloon arrows. So instead of bullets, it's firing arrows. You customize it, right? And then it makes you wonder, like, what if that could fire chickens? What if that could fire snakes, right? Well, guess what? We're gonna see snakes, because obviously we're gonna be able to do that, right? But what if it was like a flamethrower, or it was shooting flaming bullets, or ice bullets, or knives, or giant spears? I don't know. Like, I don't. What if it fired little teeny men that were the size of chickens? I mean, okay. And then this one's my favorite, because this is a minigun firing snake arrows. So I didn't know that they were snake arrows. I thought they were just snakes. But one of the things that I loved about the snakes is the guys do attack the snakes. You do see them swinging their swords at the snakes. I think you can kill the snakes. Because it just, at first, I remember seeing this and someone commented it. Yeah, the first time we saw the snakes, I didn't notice that they were hacking at them, sillily, because I was just in my imagination. Once again, and when I was in my imagination, I just remembered, like, the chickens from the original tabs, the one that we're playing now, were not, you couldn't attack them, right? So here's the snakes just going ham on these guys, and you can see them attacking them. And then what I really like is you can tell when a unit is been defeated. when he's died is because he'll slowly lose his color, and he goes from a vibrant pink to this kind of like very whitish, grayed out kind of pink, like life has been drained from the red units. But I'm just so glad that the snakes were added, because they are, I mean, it's just tabs, right? It's like chickens, snakes, glue guns. It's like certain things. I think it's cool if they if Landfall continues to do it, where like there'll be these common elements that are across all of the Landfall games, or it could be, right? Anyway, man, these have to be some of the craziest weapons, because you take stuff that you've seen before, the balloon arrows. It's so weird for me to say that. I don't know why. Balloon arrows, and you put them firing out of a minigun at rapid rate, and then you put like hundreds of units. And I love it because the balloon arrows, it's nuts. It's a silly thing. These fans, like what if you created a giant, like you got that minigun, instead of on the nose of it, it's not a minigun at all, it's just a giant fan with a really, really powerful blast, and it fires like a tornado perpendicularly at the enemy units, like head on, man. And it's like Twister, and then bam, there you go. You just created one of the X-Men. You created Storm. You mix in lightning bolts with tornadoes. If you could do that thing where the unit could have 2 attack functions, I don't know, but this game gets my imagination going. One of the things I'd love to see is power armor for Fallout. I'm going to be going to a Fallout event next week to play Fallout 76. I'm going to show the footage on the channel, obviously, but if you want to see the behind the scenes or some pictures and stuff of like the event and all that stuff, when I can show you it, I'll put it up on my Twitter, BaronVonGames with a Z, and then on my Instagram, BaronVonGames with the S, which is how we do it on the channel. Alright, let's get into custom battles. Alright guys, so the first custom battle comes from Mr. Ascoman. This is the Battle of Waterloo, and over here we have Sir Arthur Wellesley leading the English. And so this is some footmen and a samurai master. I cannot wait to change these to Napoleonic heroes, like an officer with a uniform and a saber leading a bayonet charge perchance, or maybe just a number of other officers with sabers as opposed to just Crusader knights. And then we've got the French, and we've got a Napoleon, and he is leading this greater army. Now what's interesting is Napoleon has more cannons than the British, but the British have a secret weapon, a catapult. So let's go ahead and start this out. I'm actually very curious to see how the catapult might affect the battle. Will it be better at crowd control? Oh man, was that a little? Oh, the friendly fire's happening because the musketmen are hitting. And I don't know. I think the Napoleonic. Wow, actually, hold the phone. Hold the phone, this catapult might be able to do it. So there's Napoleon. Somehow, I think he got hit by the catapult and he was delayed in his charge. Because the rest of the footmen are up there. Sir Arthur Wellesley just took out Napoleon. Okay, so now it looked like the British had a chance. I don't know. Alright, so how do we change this? So what if I take Sir Arthur Wellesley and his 20 knights, and I decide to put him over here? On, say, the right... Actually, you know what? Let's do it here. Sir Arthur Wellesley, sir. Hello, governor. All right. Sir Arthur Wellesley, you are tasked with a great task. Oh my god. What happened to this guy? He just got knocked out. I think he must have gotten hit by a friendly catapult. So they're charging... Oh my god, what happened to that? I don't know, but the totally accurate physics have happened. So, oh yeah. So I think they disrupted that part of the line enough to where it depends. I think... Well, the left side of the British have totally collapsed, and the center is holding out, but I think, Napoleon, no, Napoleon just got hit with a cannon. I think Napoleon, yeah, they're distracting enough. Ooh, wait, this cannon's actually alive, so it's gonna distract the catapult, I think. And since it's behind the rock, it'll get distracted, so instead of being able to focus over here, we've got a lot of units derping out. Well, that's why Sir Arthur Wellesley and Napoleon are at an impasse. So let's restart this one and see if it changes. So I'm gonna do slow motion because I want to see. Last time a body flew up. There it is. Oh my god, just like clockwork. Woo! Oh, that guy, he might actually roll off the map. Oh my god, she was so close to rolling off. Okay. Once again, you know what? We gotta change Sir Arthur Wellesley's spot because he does not enjoy fighting. He just wants to hide behind those hay bales, and that is unacceptable, sir. You are the general of the British Army, and as such, great things are expected of you to act as a gentleman and lead the charge, and definitely take out all these French footmen. Vive la France! Oh man, oh! He got hit by a friendly cannonball, but I think that actually propelled him into one of the enemy soldiers. He took him out, and he is dead. Sir Arthur Wellesley has fallen in the field battle. See, right now, imagine if this wasn't the cannon, but it was, wow. What if it was the minigun? What if it was the snake minigun? Or what if it was like an old, like, minigun, but modified to, like, be, ooh! Like an old Gatling gun, right? Like a that would be sweet. My god, we could have the Battle of the Samurai. It seems the British are just not ready for the Battle of Waterloo, even though, wasn't the Battle of Waterloo the turning point where they did beat Napoleon? I thought so. So what if we, oh man, I want to add French crossbowmen. Maybe in another life. Alright, what if I change them from footmen to samurai? Alright, so they're at 34, 54. I wonder if that'll have any appreciable impact on the battlefield. I love how that guy just flies. I don't know why he does, but he does. A lot of them get caught on this fence. It doesn't work out too well for them. Most of them seem to have died right here. Arthur Wellesley got caught. He's taking some musket balls, dodging cannonballs actually. Actually, he's dodging. Woo! He just dodged that cannonball. Now he's starting to get hit. Oh, there he goes. Oh, the poor guy. But he may have done his job just enough. It depends if this cannonball can hit its mark, and it does. And there's Napoleon. Now they gotta take out Napoleon. Actually, I fear that the French have too many units to distract. Yeah, Napoleon still being up means, well, he lost his sword. He may have lost his sword, but he's still up. What if you could add, like, you could have certain characteristics to weapons. Like, you could make it a flaming sword and it could catch, there we go, that one hurt. And you could make it catch the enemy units on fire. All right, so this, I swear this battle gets suggested so many times, and I think it's due to the map. I cannot wait till we can have different maps, because then I can make Helm's Deep, I can make the Battle of Blackwater Bay from Game of Thrones, oh my god, imagine boats, working boats in tabs. Either way, you could have, like, the Battle of Kashyyyk. You could have, oh, custom maps. Oh, it would be glorious. Anyway, but this is the Battle of Stalingrad. This one comes in from Mr. Nick Schultz. And obviously the Russians are in red, and the Germans are in blue, because I feel like that's rather appropriate. So the Russians have 45 muskets as soldiers, they've got archers as militia, footmen as officers, they have barbarians and boxers as civilians armed with objects. Literally civilians armed with objects. There's peasants, and then there's cannons representing T-34s. Makes you wonder if tanks are possible. They did tease an M1 Abrams, but I always felt like it wasn't super tabsy, right? And so then we've got the Germans, who have more musketmen, which are their soldiers. They've got 20 laser pistols as the stormtroopers, 5 footmen as officers, 6 cannons as panzers, 2 catapults as the taigas, and then 2 barrel rollers, and I put them way over here as the Stukas, and the Stukas are currently being refueled, it looks like. They're just on these treadmills. Look at these guys. They're like little hamsters on wheels right here. It's funny how some parts of the map you can literally, like, go inside of, like, look at this. Oh, it looks normal, right? Oh my god, he's coming out of a crystal! And it's a blue victory, because apparently we were so distracted by those Nordic track people. Alright, let's see this in real time. So I put the red lines earlier. I thought that would give them a better chance, because they'd be opening up, but I guess by putting the German armored vehicles on the front lines, they were able to take out massive amounts of Russian soldiers. But here's the big part. This is what makes Mother Russia. It's sending waves and waves of infantry, something the Chinese learned from the Russians and used in the Korean War, I believe. And here we go. The wave of men. Oh my god, why? Yeah, I was like, you should be swinging that mallet around. Oh man, whenever this game does come out, it'll be the best thing ever. I'll be playing it so much, and I cannot wait to do it. Okay, and that looks like a blue victory. Alright, so we need to do something a little bit differently. I think it's because the cannons are on the front lines here. So I'm actually gonna move this batch of the musketmen and maybe move them back a little bit. Plus, we'll do a little bit of that and there we go. Some firing lines. The Russians will push. I'm hoping I got the numbers at least similarly in close, right? So Nick, I want to say thank you for the Battle of Stalingrad. We get so many Battle of Stalingrad requests, and I'm curious as to why. I mean, I think it's the map, right? Because we've got this beautiful snowy map. I wish I could change things around. Instead of this being like giant weird crystals, it'd be like a little military bunker. We'd have hedgehogs, and barbed wire and minefield. Ooh, is that a possibility? Could that be done? Man, I tell you what, the Germans are running away, even though in all actuality, you know what we need is, we need the Russian Air Force. Actually, what we need is, here we go. We need this. This is the Viking, the Russian attack. So these guys will be coming in a little bit late. Let's see. Actually, they're so fast, they'll probably get there and distract enough. They're gonna be pushing some of the men upwards. But then they're gonna make it in between. Oh man, look at this. Now this is a Russian charge. Worthy of greatness. I wonder if the musketmen, are they enough muskets? Yeah, they have enough muskets and cannons and catapults. Oh, is that guy alive? Because that was like a sneaky ninja move right there. Yeah, they're mixing it up in the lines. Now I think the Russians should be able to win the Battle of Stalingrad. And knocking out the catapults, taking out the musketmen, and there's only a few left, so we're gonna go in slow motion. It looks like the last bit of German defenders over here before they're gonna have to retreat. Spoiler alert of history. The Germans lost the Battle of Stalingrad. It took so long, right? There's the Battle of Stalingrad and then the Battle of Leningrad too, I think? Boom! Oh man, but imagine if this guy, like, he actually had like a World War II, like, Mauser. Like the Kar 98, right? Or an MP40, or a Sturmgewehr 44. Poof, oh, right in your hip. Got shattered, mate. And then the last of the last. And then instead of like, the Hawachas, they'd actually be like Katyushas, that guy's down. And I think this is the last one. What kills him? Is it the headbutter? Or is it a musket ball? It looks like nothing. That guy, oh, what? He came back from the dead to become living. And he smashed him in the face. Testudo formation! So the final battle suggestion for today, leave yours below to be featured. And if you see when they like, make sure to hit that upvote button, aka like their comment. And then the most voted for are usually chosen. This one comes from Mr. Mox TV. This is the battle from the movie Eagle, and it was about the Roman Lost Legion, I believe. And because the eagle was kind of like the sigil of, you know, the Roman legions, and when you didn't want to lose it, because it was like the pride of that legion. Anyway, but there was a lost legion, and there was a lost eagle, right? Or was that two different things? Anyway. Oh wait, no, they were covering the eagle from the Lost Legion, right? Anyway, so this is the final battle is the Romans versus the Picts. So here are the Romans in testudo formation. Can't wait to actually have an actual testudo formation. And then we've got the Picts over here, P-I-C-T-S. I guess they're supposed to be unorganized, but I put them in organized fashion because I wanted to see the clash. And, oh yeah, let's see it slow down because I wish, oh man, remember the pike phalanx and hoplite formations? We're gonna have so many, we're gonna be able to do so many cool historical formations and historical battles. I'm really thinking the Picts run away with this because the Vikings, like the Roman shieldmen just have shields. Oh my god, that was a rout and a half. Okay, so let's do it in real time and see how it goes. But yeah, Vikings are one of the best units, and we all know headbutters are amazing because they're fast and they can disrupt enemy formations. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna change this. Testudo, see this would be like phalanx, and phalanx wasn't really the Roman way. Oh my god, if you could actually have a Roman unit that fired through the little spears, that would be amazing. So I'm gonna switch them to the footmen so they're better at close range. Because that's how the Romans fought, was with swords. They would throw spears, and I guess they did have triarii, which were spearmen, but I think like the main Roman unit was, you know, a guy with a big shield, not this big, but maybe 2/3 to 60%, 66 to 50 something percent of this size. And then they'd have their sword and they could throw spears. That would be cool. That's why I want, like, I would love to see tabs added to where, like, units can have 2 attacks. and maybe it's depending on range. Oh, look at that! The Romans have a chance. He's just gotta, oh, he did it! Look at that. See, we changed it from spearmen. I guess we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 2 extra Roman units than there were before. Let's see it once again. The Battle of the Eagle. Roma Victor! Let's see if Rome can do it. But I love, like, the physical push of this game. Where they, oh, this doesn't look good. Yeah, no, well, there you go. So that's one for the bad guys if you're a Roman fan. But man, the things we're gonna be able to do, like, I wish we could just have a freaking hoplite. If you could just give me hoplites and crossbows and pikemen added in this version, I could have had, I think I would have literally been able to keep tabs going even during the kind of break when Landfall was making tab G and stick fight and all that, and they stopped doing the previews and stuff. I think we could have done, wow, blue victory. Anyway, guys, so leave your custom battle options below. Let me know some cool units that you would make. I'm literally making a list now for whenever this game does come out. I cannot wait to go ham. Oh man, recreating like historical battles, like battles from like Game of Thrones or Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, like Warhammer. The possibilities are endless, or could be endless, depending on the tools that we're gonna have available to us. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next episode. If you want more tabs, you want weekly series of tabs, let me know. You know what to do. See you later.